Dear students, we'll start with the exercise 6.2 introduction. So in this you are going to study basic proportionality theorem, which is one of the important theorem as per your examination point of view, and you are going to get this theorem for 4 marks. So what does the theorem states? If a line is drawn parallel to one side of a triangle to intersect two sides at two distinct points, other two sides are divided in the same ratio. What does it mean? So if D is a line, it is drawn parallel to BC and it is intersecting other two sides at two distinct points, that is D and E, then this line is going to divide the two sides in the same ratio. So in what way? So in your own words you can say, if a line is drawn parallel to a side and to intersect two sides at distinct points, the two sides are divided in the same ratio. The two sides, that is AD by DE, will be equal to AE by EC. So by looking at the diagram you can state the theorem. See, before we prove what is given to us, see. So what we need to prove? To prove is AD by DB. So ratio of two sides will be equal. The ratio of other two sides will be equal. See, AD by DB. See, if D is parallel to BC, according to this theorem, if D is parallel to BC, then other two sides are divided in the same ratio. That only I am writing. I need to prove that AD by DB is equal to AE by EC. So before we prove, I need to do some construction which is required for the proof. See, construction. Join BE. So the construction will be indicated by the dotted line. And join BE and DC. Okay. And draw DM perpendicular to AC and EN perpendicular to AB. So this is the construction part which is required. See, join what all things that I need to join? Join DC and EB. Next, draw DM perpendicular to AC and EN perpendicular to AB. Now proof. So before we go to the proof part, you know that, see, AEB is one of the triangle. What is the height of this particular triangle? EN is the height of a triangle. Though if I divide ADE and if I take AD and EDB, for those triangles, what will be the altitude? EN will be the altitude. Altitude will not change. So that only I am going to make use of. So in this, area of triangle ADE, what is the area of a triangle? Half into base into height. So if I consider AD as a base, AD is a base, what is the height? EN will be the height. Next. Similarly, area of DEB, triangle DEB. So here also DB will be the height, so DB will be the base, BD will be the base, and the altitude, which, see, even though if I take EDB, what is the altitude? EN is altitude. So altitude is lying outside the triangle, that's it. So for this particular triangle AEB, EN is the altitude. Altitude for a triangle will remain the same. So that only I have written. See, though it is a triangle DEB, where is the altitude? EN is the altitude. Okay. Now, so area of triangle ADE divided by area of triangle DEB is equal to half into AD into EN divided by half into AD into half into BD into EN. So EN half will get cancelled. Therefore, area of triangle ADE divided by area of triangle DEB is equal to AD by BD. I will call it as equation 1. Next, similarly, area of triangle ADE. In this, what I am going to do, I am going to consider AE as a base. If I consider AE as a base, DM will be the altitude. So if I consider ADC, DM will be the altitude. For triangle ADC, DM will be the altitude. So area of triangle AD is equal to half into, so if I consider this AE as a base, AE into DM. Area of triangle DEC is equal to half into EC is a base, and height will remain the same, that is DM. Okay, now area of triangle DADE divided by area of triangle DEC is equal to half into AE into DM divided by half into EC into DM. So these will get cancelled, therefore which is equal to area of ADE divided by area of triangle DEC is equal to AE divided by EC. Now what we need, I'll call it as equation 2. I need to show AD by BD or DB is equal to AE by EC. To show that, if I want to show right hand side equal, I need to show left hand side are equal. Area of triangle AD is there, area of triangle AD is there. Now, so to avoid the confusion, I'll draw the lines for each and every step. Okay, area of triangle ADE divided by area of triangle DEC. So here area of triangle AD is there, area of triangle AD is there. If I am able to prove area of triangle DEB is equal to area of triangle DEC, then LHS will be equal. Thereby then right hand side will be equal. I can show AD by BD is equal to AE by EC. Then that concludes our proof. Now see, when I look at these two triangles, area of triangle DEB, area of triangle DEC. So DEB, DEC. So already in the 9th standard you have studied, whenever the two triangles are lying on the same base, the two triangles are lying on the same base, and they are and if they are lying between the two parallel lines, then their area will be same. So I will make a C. Triangle BDE and triangle DEC are lying on same base, and between two parallel lines, same base. Which is that base? D is the base. See, DEB, DEC, they are lying on the same base. See, triangle BDE and DEC are lying on the same base, DE, and lying between two parallel lines, DE and BC. Therefore, area of triangle DEB or BDE is equal to area of triangle DEC. I'll call it as equation number 3. Okay, wait. Now from equation 1, 2 and 3, from equation 1, 2 and 3, what we can write? AD by BD is equal to AE by EC. Why from these three equations why we conclude this? Because I'll show you it. In this triangle AD by area of triangle AD by area of triangle DEB is there. Here in the equation number 2, area of triangle AD by area of triangle DEC is there. So I see in these two equation area of triangle AD is there. I was supposed to prove area of triangle DEB by area of triangle DEB is equal to area of triangle DEC. I was supposed to prove. So here through this statement I proved area of triangle DEB is equal to area of triangle DEC. So from this, because of that, from these three equations, AD by BD is equal to AE by EC. So this concludes your proof. Please note this down. Dear students, we will go through the second theorem of this particular exercise, that is converse of basic proportionality theorem. Here proof is not important as per your examination point of view. So what does the basic proportionality theorem states? Just now we studied. So in a triangle, if a line is drawn parallel to a side so as to intersect other two sides at distinct points, then other two sides are divided in the same ratio. Whereas second theorem, the converse of basic proportionality theorem states, if a line divides any two sides of a triangle in the same ratio. So if I take D is a line, it divides if it divides two sides of a triangle AB and AC in the same ratio, then the line is parallel to the third side, that is line is parallel to BC. What does it states? If a line divides the two sides in the same ratio, if a line divides the two sides in the same ratio, then that line is parallel to the third side. In this case, ABC is a triangle, DE is a line which divides AB and AC in the same ratio. That is the reason DE is parallel to BC. This is the meaning of this particular theorem. Please note this down. So dear children, we'll start with the example 1, which is based on the basic proportionality theorem. If a line intersects AB and AC of a triangle ABC at D and E and is parallel to BC, prove that AD by DE is equal to AE by EC. So DE is basically it's a line which is intersecting other two sides AB and AC at two distinct points D and E, and it is parallel to BC. We have to prove AD is equal to AE, AE is equal to AC. Now from basic proportionality theorem, what we have, if a line is drawn parallel to a side, then that line is going to if a line which is drawn parallel to a side and it is intersecting other two sides at two distinct points, then other two sides are divided in the same ratio. We are going to make use of that basic proportionality theorem. Before that, what is given? DE is parallel to BC. So we will apply basic proportionality theorem for this particular triangle. So then AD by DB is equal to AE by EC. This is basic proportionality theorem. Now I can reverse it. DB by AD, or I can write like this: DB by AD is equal to EC by AE. Same thing I reversed. So on the left hand side I am reversing the ratio, means on the right hand side I should reverse the ratio. I did it. So add 1 on both sides of the equation. Add 1 on both the sides of the equation. Okay. So then dB by AD plus 1 is equal to EC by AE plus 1. So dB plus AD divided by AD is equal to, say AE will be the LCM, AE EC plus AE dB plus AD. dB plus AD is equal to AB. AB by AD is equal to EC plus AE is nothing but AC plus AE is nothing but AC. AC by AE. So this is what we need to prove. We proved it. Please note this term. Second example based on the basic proportionality theorem. ABCD is a trapezium with AB parallel to DC. E and F are points on the non-parallel sides. AD and BC. E and F are the points on the non-parallel side AD and BC respectively, such that EF is parallel to AB. See, in a trapezium, a pair of, say trapezium is a quadrilateral in which pair of sides are parallel to each other. So here AB and DC are parallel to each other and AD and BC are non-parallel sides. On the non-parallel side, E and F are the points, and even they have mentioned that EF is parallel to AB. I need to prove AE by ED. AE by ED is equal to BF by FC. Okay. Now, look at the board. What is given to us? AB is parallel to DC by default because it's a trapezium. One pair of the sides will be parallel. And even they have mentioned that EF is parallel to AB. Therefore, EF is parallel to DC. See, sides parallel to the sides parallel to the same side, sides parallel to the same sides are parallel to each other. Sides parallel to the same side are parallel to each other. I think you have already studied this property. Now, so I need to do construction part. What construction part I need to do? I'll show it. The construction, join AC. So join AC to meet, to intersect EF at G. Join AC. I need to join, already I told, see, whenever we do the construction part, need to be indicated by the dotted line. We'll come to know which is the construction part that we did. So AC, join AC so as to intersect EF at G. I did that. Now in triangle ADC, so in triangle ADC, EZ is parallel to DC. Why? Because EF is parallel to DC. It is given. That is the reason EZ is parallel to DC. So I am going to apply BPT for this particular triangle. What is that? AE by ED is equal to AZ by GC. This is from basic proportionality theorem. Next, I will call it as equation 1. Next, similarly, in triangle ABC, CZ by AZ is equal to CF by BF. CZ by AZ is equal to CF by BF, or else I need AZ by GC. So AZ by CZ. Why? Because I need to show one C. Either LHS or RHS is equal. So that is the reason I need this. I am replacing AZ by CZ is equal to BF by CF. I will call it as equation 2. So from 1 and 2, so AE by ED is equal to BF by CF. See, AZ by CZ, AZ by CZ is same. When these two ratios are equal, so other ratios will be obviously equal. That only I have written. Please note this down. So third example, in figure PS by SQ is equal to PT by TR and PST is equal to PRQ. PST is equal to PRQ. Prove that PQR is a isosceles triangle. So in what way I can prove? If I want to show this PQR is isosceles triangle, I should show at least any two sides of a triangle are equal. So what I do, PQ and PR are, I will show PQ is equal to PR, then I can easily say PQR is a isosceles triangle. See now, what is given? PS by SQ is equal to PT by TR, and even they have given angle PST is equal to angle PRQ. PST is equal to PRQ. Now what I do, I'll call it as equation 1, and PST is equal to, I'll write PST is equal to angle PQR. Why? Corresponding angles. Why? See, ST and QR are, so from this, what does it convey? See, PS by SQ, so this ST is dividing PQ and PR in the same ratio. That is the reason this ST is parallel to QR. So ST is, see, what does it indicate? So that indicates, this will imply us that ST is parallel to QR. This is from converse of BPT, basic proportionality theorem. ST is parallel to QR. ST is parallel to QR because ST is dividing PQ and PR in the same ratio. That is the reason ST is parallel to QR. So that is the same thing that I have written. So because of that, these two lines are parallel, then this line will be transversal line. That is the reason this line, this angle and this angle will be corresponding angle. They will be equal. That only I have written. So PST from 1 and 2, so I'll call this as equation 2. From 1 and 2, PRQ is equal to PQR. PRQ, see, PRQ is equal to PQR. Directly I can say PRQ, what is the opposite side? PQ. PQR, what is the opposite side? PQ is equal to PR. This is because sides opposite to equal angles are equal. We studied this in the 9th and even in the 8th standard. So I'll call it as equation 1. So from 1, what we can say, triangle PQR is an isosceles triangle. So please note this down.